Let's get straight to it. 2010 Honda Accord. This is the 3.5 liter engine. So today we are changing the upper and lower intake manifold gaskets. The gaskets come with the upper gasket here, but they also come with lower gaskets. So these came with two gaskets, so we're gonna figure out which one we're gonna use. And for some reason they came with 4 different gaskets for the throttle body, so that's fine. We're just gonna pick the one that we need, which most likely is gonna be that one. So we'll find out once we get that out there. So this is the gasket we're gonna need for the throttle body. This is where your upper plenum gasket is, and your lower plenum gasket is gonna be underneath, and you'll see that later. You can do this job without removing the throttle body, but because we have the gasket for it, we're gonna go ahead and put the new gasket in. So on this job, I'll be removing the throttle body on this one. But again, you can do this job without removing it, but you have to remove the lines down here with the coolant if you don't remove it. So let's get this battery disconnected. We're gonna remove the negative battery terminal. It's a 10mm to get that off. We're gonna set that out of the way so it doesn't bounce back up there. So the first thing we're gonna do is remove this harness right here. So this is the harness wire on top of the throttle body, and we just set that out of the way. Normally it's hooked into here. And so the easiest way to do this is we're gonna keep this side on, and we're gonna loosen this side and just loosen the 4 bolts that's down on top of this intake. Because if we don't, it's going to be real hard removing this while it's attached to that. We're going to be fighting all day with this, trying to remove this in this small space. So we're going to make it easier on ourselves. We're just going to remove this hose clamp here, and then we're going to remove these 4 bolts. So the hose clamps are 5.5mm, and the bolts around here are 8mm. Okay, so we have all 4 of these 8mm bolts loosened up now, and we have this hose clamp right here loosened. So now we just have to remove this harness plug from right here. Just press that down and just pull that right off. And this little piece here is also down in there. You can use a body panel clip tool and remove that. All right, so just like that, that's the easiest way that I found to get this up without tearing this boot or really fighting with it. So now we can reach all 4 of our bolts on this, because that's the main reason we have to remove this, because when it's on here, we can't really get our bolts off that easy. So now that this is up, we can go ahead and remove these bolts. So there's 2 bolts on the bottom. They're 12mm. You can see the one down there. And then there's 2 nuts on the top. They're also 12mm. So let's go ahead and get those off, and we can get that throttle body off so we can continue with the valve cover gaskets. All right, so we have the throttle body loose. So there's one thing that will help us get this off at this point. This hose clamp right here. If we could remove that hose clamp from that back valve cover, we can pull this off, and that can help us maneuver here, because that will have this loose, and we can move this out of the way more. So just like that, we have that hose off of there. This little tab right here, want to get that out. This little clip right here, so you squeeze these 2 tabs on the bottom, and that will get that out. All right, so the last thing holding this starter body on is the harness, of course. So just squeeze this side of the tab here, and you can be able to pull this harness off. So now we have a wider range of motion, and we can get the throttle body off. All right, so we were able to remove the throttle body. It wasn't that hard. So if you're changing the throttle body itself, there is 2 more connections to remove, and that's these 2 coolant lines here. We're not changing the throttle body today. We're only changing this gasket out. So that's why we're leaving these coolant lines on. Let's go ahead and remove this cover here so we can get that out of the way real quick. It's real easy if you turn that to where this is pointing up and down, and then this one as well. Then you should be able to pull this right up with no problem, just like that. There's a hose clamp here we need to remove that so we can disconnect the valve cover from the intake manifold. So just remove this hose clamp here and remove this hose. We want to remove those two nuts in order to free this valve from this intake manifold, and don't forget about that hose clamp. Alright, so once we get those off, it should look like that, and now this is freed up right there. Alright, so with all the preparation we did, now it's time to remove this upper intake. So the first step is to remove this top plate. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 fasteners to remove. 2 of them are nuts. This one here and this one here are nuts. The rest of them are just fasteners. So let's go ahead and remove all 12 of those. Okay, so now that its top cover is off, so there's one of the nuts there and another one of the nuts there, and then the bolts, that's 12 millimeter there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So those 7 12 millimeters need to be removed. So just like that, we were able to get it off, and now we can clean up all of our gasket surfaces before getting it back on. So our next step would be, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually get a vacuum and vacuum all of this trash around here, and plug these holes with some either some shop towels or some shop rags. So one of the most important things while doing this job is you don't want anything falling down in these holes and getting on top of those valves. So by plugging this up, now you can see all this dirt and stuff on this gasket. When I remove this gasket, this dirt won't fall inside of our valves. So now it's removed. Now I can go get the vacuum cleaner and I can vacuum around this and finish getting that area cleaned off. All right, so now it's time to get this intake manifold back on. So we're going to clean this lower gasket surface. This is the bottom here, and we're going to clean this gasket surface as well. So this isn't as dirty, so I'm just going to vacuum this up and then wipe this off. So before I pull these towels or rags out of here, I'm going to get my vacuum hose, and I'm going to vacuum all of this dirt from on top and everything around it before pulling these out. That way the dirt don't fall down when I pull these out. So for this next one, I'm going to need 2 hands. So I'm going to use one hand to lift these out, and the other hand I'm going to hold the vacuum to make sure nothing falls down in there as I'm lifting them out. Okay, so now with the rags out, I can make sure I go around these surfaces, and you just want to make sure right around the circle here at the top is what's clean. That's your gasket surface. So we're going to clean all 6 of these, and also we're going to clean the ones up here as well. All right, so once it's all clean, we can drop our gasket right down on there like that. Then we'll take the manifold, flip it over, and lower it down on top. So I have my intake manifold back on now, and I don't have it tightened down. I just have it sitting on these 2 studs. The nuts are on, but they're not tight, and I have all the bolts sitting down in there, but they're also not tight. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 studs, and there's 2 nuts, and that's it. So let's go ahead and tighten those down. All right, so now it's all tightened down. So I can put the cover on, the top cover, but I'm just going to go ahead and tighten some other stuff down. So let's put this hose on here, and let's get that hose clamp all the way on there. Okay, so there's a vacuum hose that go right on this nipple right here. I got the vacuum hose on already. It's this hose here, and let's just get that hose clamp up there. Once we get this one on, there's another one right here, and it's this hose. So let's go ahead and get this hose and hose clamp on there. All right, then there's this part right here. There's 2 10 millimeters to hold this on to the intake manifold, and then we can also get this hose here onto this nipple, and we can get the hose clamp on as well. So hose clamp and two 10mm to get that on. All right, so we got this solenoid on now. So let's go ahead and focus on this top cover real quick. So let's go grab our gasket for this. Getting ready to put this new gasket on and put the cover on. So you can see how I routed the new gasket. It's simple. You just put it in there. It's formed exactly how it should go. So this isn't like a valve cover gasket or something like that. So you don't have to use any sealant in the corners. So all you have to do is route this rubber in, and then we're good to go. You see these two studs here, this one and that one. That's what we're going to use to guide that plate down on. So we can go ahead and start to put that on. And once that's on firm, you can go ahead and put your bolts back in. It was the bolts that look like these. And then there's two nuts that go here and here. All right, so just like that, I got all of these bolts tightened down and these two nuts on the corners. And that's it. The gasket replacement is complete. So now we can focus on everything from this side of the motor. It's time to put the throttle body back on. But first we gotta change this gasket. So now we can see our gasket right here. To take this off, all we gotta do is peel it back a little bit. And then, so it might not be as easy all the time for everybody. So you may have to scrape yours off if it doesn't come off this easy. Hopefully it does for you too. So that wasn't too bad. So you can look at this gasket to see how to put the new one on as well. So I like to use the old gasket as reference for putting the new one on. But before we put the gasket on, we're gonna clean up around this gasket surface right here. So I got some Scotch-Brite. Let's see if we can get some of that. All right, so we're gonna take a look at the back of this throttle body. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna wipe off the gasket surface. Okay, so I got it tied up there. Both of the bolts are tight and both of the nuts on top. So I can put this back on now. So let's go ahead and get this back on down there now. So we can route this back onto the throttle body. And then we can drop this back down over the filter. And of course, then we can start to get our bolts back in. All four of these we can get back in now. All right, let's get these harnesses in. Let's start with the throttle body right here. Get that clicked in. Let's get this harness in right here. And then there's this one here. We gotta push that through and then click that in.